Welcome to 2K Sports as the playoffs march on. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Take a look at the Celtics. They find themselves in a pickle here. On the road, facing elimination. This will be a gut check.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, this is the kind of game where you look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, let's get back to who we are. The things that made them the favorite in this series are what they have to lean on tonight to send this to a Game 7.
Now here's White. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by White.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Here's Brunson. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. It's stolen by Tatum. Now the Celtics on the move. White for three. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him. I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making the play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. White with the steal. Holiday against Brunson. Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
In the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Achua's checked in for Anunoby. Never a shortage of star power in the stands in a Knicks game. A boogie with a hoodie here tonight.
It always adds to the atmosphere here in New York. Everybody's looking for the big-time celebrities that are here cheering on their Knicks.
Knicks trail by 7. Pass to Achua, over Tatum. And again, the Knicks missing. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. To the paint. They kick it out to Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Porzingis has got 9.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching. A perfect game plan.
Outside Holiday. Finish from the low block. That one's good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running. And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Attacking in the painted area.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And stolen by Porzingis. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And Brown with the stuff.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
Brunson against Holiday. Towns down low. Still no points. And it's powered home by Towns.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over and coach a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
The Celtics making a switch here. Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. Craig comes in for White. Hauser, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. Here's Payne, following the bucket by Boston. Bridges passes to Achua. Five on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Pritchard, defended by Payne. Tatum passes to Hauser. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Bridges outside. Got it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for Boston. He made a big impact, scoring 12. Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Knicks trail by 15. Down low. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Willing passes, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Boston has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Outside Tatum. Screen by Horford. 4-3. And it's Tatum missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
McBride passes to Bridges. Outside Payne. Outside Achua. Pass to Robinson. Back to Achua for three. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics lead by 13. To the middle. Here's Craig. And he goes in for the dunk.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself. But now he wants to keep everybody involved.
Here's Payne. Yet to see a basket. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Pritchard, defended by Payne. Horford, a screen on Payne. Here's Pritchard. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Horford. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Tatum passes to Craig. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Greg's got 5 points now this quarter.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And some changes here for New York. Towns comes in for Robinson, and it's OG Anunoby in for Payne. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Craig. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Towns puts the move on. Second shot opportunity. The rebound, Celtics. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Hauser passes to Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Knicks trail by 14. Outside McBride. Pass to Towns. Over Porzingis. Towns can't get that one to fall.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Given Porzingis' overwhelming size, sometimes solid defense isn't enough, especially this close to the rim.
Pass to Towns. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics lead by 17. On the wing, Holiday. Porzingis sets a screen. Holiday passes to Porzingis. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. .146 left to play in the first half. Great D that time from Porzingis. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflection because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for McBride. And the Celtics also making a change. Horford, he's checked in for Tatum. Brunson up top. He's covered by Holiday. Brunson passes to Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Now Brown. And Anunoby pulls it down. Here's Towns. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Holiday passes to Porzingis.
At 7'3", Porzingis is a problem. It really makes defenses settle for fouling him and hoping he misses.
Boston shooting their second and third free throws tonight. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
For 3, Bridges. Horford pulls it in. Celtics lead by 18. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That one goes in. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
Here's Hart. No good with a layup. Anunoby against Brown. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Brown. Porzingis has got 20.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so it's the Boston Celtics continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And welcome to halftime of Game 6. So far, it has been a choppy start.
A clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, we had a feeling he'd step up in this one. So far, playing at the top of his game when they really need him.
Yeah, kind of what you expect from a guy of his caliber. Don't be surprised if his second half was just as good.
Such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Tatum. 4 on the clock. They kick it out to Porzingis. That's off. Shooting 8 for 10 from the floor. Knicks trail by 19. Towns passes to Brunson. From outside the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Brown. Fires for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Left side Brunson. Drops one in from the wing. Brunson's got his second basket.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Tatum. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Tatum's got 9.
Yeah, tricky area for some guys, but not Tatum. He can hurt you from mid-range.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Brunson. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Bridges outside. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, at 6'11", 250 pounds, Towns is such a tough guy to keep off the glass.
And here's White. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Over Towns. Porzingis misses.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Shot's good by Hart. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 22 is their biggest lead. Lets it go from deep. Unable to get that one. Knicks trail by 15. Hart from long range. The long distance 3 is buried. Hart's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Tatum from long range. Tatum! Money from deep.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Boston pulls it in. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game from the plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Fires the three. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston leading by 15. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The wingspan of Towns in action, allowing him to get on the ball.
Right side, Anunoby. Bridges outside. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Drops in the three. Bridges has got his second basket on the night.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, I think there's room for improvement.
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
New York making a switch here. Chua's checked in. Here's Hauser. No points so far. Outside, Brown. Six to shoot. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson defending. Tries the 9-footer. And here's Horford for three. Achua with the rebound. Achua's got 5 rebounds in the game. Three-pointer, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing range.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson defending. Pritchard, the pass to Cornette. And the three off target.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yes, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Outside, Brown. Three-pointer. The shot won't fall. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. Celtics lead by 8. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Off to left rim and out. New York has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. McBride can't get it to go. The Celtics shooting it well, almost 50% for the floor. Pritchard, the pass to Craig. There's Tatum with the three. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
With his feet set, Tatum's going to make you pay.
Inside. Kicks it out Towns from behind the arc. Hauser grabs the board. Boston with the ball. 22 was their biggest lead. Back to Pritchard. Horford, a screen on Payne. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. Hey, Horford from range.
Nice to have a big man you can count on to hit that shot. Makes the offense much more diverse.
Payne, pass to Towns. New York, no good that time either. Boston leading by 14. Horford outside. Tatum from long range. It's rebounded by McBride. New York has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Knocks down the long J.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Tatum, a screen on Payne. Pass to Tatum. Let's go with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
There's the 3. And there's Towns on the assist from Anunoby.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Changes here for New York. Hart's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Payne. Cornette's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Craig. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
Allie, thank you.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
And what a drive by Tatum. Striking suddenly and slamming it in before the defense can get in his way.
Shots good by Hart.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions. But can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Hart against Tatum. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here.
Elevating his playmaking skills over time, Tatum is a winner who enjoys setting up his teammates.
From deep three-point land. Boston with a rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Shoots from 14, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And now an 8-point Boston lead.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Buries it from 3.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for New York. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. 22 was their biggest lead. On the wing, Tatum. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Brunson. And again, New York with the triple.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston. And here are the Knicks. They're on an 18-6 run. Hart from long range. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 7 assists in the game. Holiday with the ball. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Tatum passes to Holiday. White for 3. They get it back. On the wing, Tatum. This one for 3. Tatum with another miss.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
It's Hart on the wing. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by White. And so it's Boston with it. They trail by 1. Grab, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brunson surveys. Shoots over Brown. Count it!
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Misses the trade. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
And the New York Knicks will move on. They'll take a 4-2 series victory here in the second round. And the NBA Finals could be just a few games away for them.
Yeah, heading into the conference finals off a big win like this one has to feel good. They've got the work cut out for them in the games ahead.
Time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.